Deshaun Watson Allegations A detailed chronological timeline of all lawsuits, statements, and events. Deshaun Watson might have involved two other NFL players in JANE DOE 1. Tony Buzbee alleged in his press conference that the Texans organization referred Watson to one of the accusers, could not find this in lawsuits. It's been brought to my attention that there is a good chance Buzbee is mistaking Deshaun Watson's personal QB coach for the team QB coach. He specifically named Quincy Avery in a later comment, so it's possible he's talking about the same person here. A lot of these women are not trained in massage therapy. Many are cosmetic businesses owners, a few are licensed estheticians, one is a licensed personal trainer. Deshaun Watson was seeking out a lot of women who did not typically give massages. It seems like Watson was more likely to get further with these women because they were unfamiliar with the boundaries professional massage therapists expect. Deshaun Watson is the one that initiated either direct or indirect contact with all 16 women. All of these women should be able to prove this as he reached out over social media 13/16 times, and he reached out through her employer for the other 3. Deshaun Watson sent a lot of texts making sure that he and the women would be alone. The defense is lying about not knowing the names of these women. Every lawsuit is dated, all Watson has to do is check his phone. I think Buzbee is dragging his feet on giving the JANE DOE names to the court, because as of right now, there are only 2 groups on earth that know the names of all of these women: Buzbee's team and Watson's team. If these names are leaked to the media, Buzbee is going to know exactly who did it. He loses that power the second a third party has the names, the district court. A lot of these women texted extensively with Watson. Buzbee is sitting on literal mountains of evidence. Lots of electronic evidence. Likely some DNA evidence. A few different ignored apology texts. Many of these women confided in friends/family the same day as the assaults. Those friends/family will be able to testify that they knew about the accusations long before any of these women knew about each other. Just another observation to add to this. For the women that Deshaun reached out to a second time, nearly every one of them refused to meet with him again. Some doubters of the plaintiffs seems to suggest it is naive to believe the women didn't know it was a hookup session. However, the fact nearly all of them refused to meet with him again after further supports the claims that the women viewed this strictly as a professional interaction and were deceived. I would really like to point out that he incorrectly labeled Quincy Avery as a member of the Texans organization. He's an independent QB coach that I believe Deshaun works with, but is not currently, or previously to my knowledge, employed by the Texans. Just want that out there before people shit on the Texans for something that they shouldn't be. Many of these women confided in friends/family the same day as the assaults. Those friends/family will be able to testify that they knew about the accusations long before any of these women knew about each other. This is huge. I've seen some pretty important cases where this kind of information played a pretty critical role in the decision. I think another observation is that these all started March 2020. And there are many since then. This has been big enough news that people around Clemson certainly have heard and know accusations from there, and there were never any rumors while he was there. Most of these guys have long patterns of predatory behavior, but it looks like Watson just snapped and became a psychopathic sex offender overnight. Also kudos for putting this together, that's impressive. If they have the texts, it might look really bad on Watson. None of them are damning alone, but collectively it makes him sound like he is setting up the women for sexual assaults. To be honest, I do not see a world where Watson is able to play in the NFL if this is true. The evidence is overwhelming. If he manages to somehow pull a Ray Rice, then IDK what to believe in. The reason the defense wants names is so they can prepare character assassinations of each of the women. This also makes their names public so that the women are afraid of participating and drop charges or stop participating. Even asking for the names like this could be enough to cause some to stop because of fear. Many of these women confided in friends/family the same day as the assaults. Those friends/family will be able to testify that they knew about the accusations long before any of these women knew about each other. This is what dooms him. He will either settle all these lawsuits for $20 million plus, or he will never play again in the NFL. I wasn't thinking about that when I noticed that detail. I was wondering if all of these women were physically similar in appearance or something, and the escalation over time was a pattern like a serial killer, trying to recreate some sexual experience he had, even if the person wasn't a massage therapist. But your idea makes sense too. And I'm just an armchair investigator. Great job. I just wanted to say, I think you made a mistake with Jane Doe 12. He contacted her in July, but they never met until December, during the season. It matches a date they played in Chicago. Then is there a reason to not give the defense the names? Some people erase messages from their phone. Yet zero of any of these people came forward to the police or press with this knowledge. Someone's daughter or sister got raped, they told them, and they did nothing about it. Were they waiting for a lawsuit or what? How was this story with so many people seemingly affected and in the know kept under wraps for a year? Makes no sense. If my daughter got raped and came home and told me, I'd go to the police, not cross my fingers for a payday from a lawsuit. Maybe if one of them had gone to the police after it happened, future victims might have been saved? Stop. Just stop. Your armchair detective work is cringy as hell. Thanks for posting the allegations in order, but goddamn. Oh my god, Watson sought out massage therapists for creepy massage sessions. Lock him up. Dude is a creep, and we should all be mocking him for being a rich athlete who voluntarily seeks sexual arousal via massages, but conflating it with assault to extort a guy, spare me.